Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another, looks like 10 trades here. Today's date is September the 12th and I'm using my Easy Trader system. Now every morning at 6 o'clock I'm in front of the computer where this vertical line is and I'm putting together my daily trade plan. The manual one that I do in a Word document. And by the way, I'm only doing that for about another month or so. And then I'm just going to use my new daily trade plan, Expert Advisor. Now, this is the one I put together manually, daily trade plan for September the 12th, 22. And right beside it here is the daily trade plan Expert Advisor that runs in real time. So as the hours go by, if it was up, it could easily switch to down. So every 30 minutes there could be a change. 1 hour, these two can change. Every 4 hours, all three of these can change. And you get the idea. So in other words, this is 10 times better than this one, because if you're going to trade 3 or 4 hours, later, you'll have to manually put this one back together again. So this one here not only is much cheaper, but there's hardly no work involved. Just load it onto the MT4 platform. Before you're about to pull the trigger, take a look at what you're trading. And then you're going to go to your charts, and I use the Easy Trader system with the super signal indicator, wait for the pullback, and then when you get the signal, then you can get in the trade. Now this is a screenshot I took between 6 and 7 this morning, and as you can see, it's like at least 95% very, very similar. And sometimes if the readings are a little bit off, you just wait for another 30 minutes and it'll do a correction. And the one on the left here, I was charging $100 a month, and it makes no sense to keep paying $100 a month when you can buy this for a deep discounted price of only $250. And then it's good all day long. All three trading sessions, 24 hours, you can trade whenever you want. And this will be constantly updating. And I run it right at the end here. There's 21 instruments. The last one, I just pull up another chart. And this is it right here. Running in real time, actually. This is real time, so it does change. So it's about lunchtime, 10 after 12. If I wanted to trade right now, I'd be focusing on these from crude oil down. So it looks like a lot of them are buy still, and 3 of them are for selling. And of course the settings in here are preset for like a day trader. In and out after a few hours or less. Whereas if you're more of a swing trader, and you can change the settings and put more weight on the higher time frames, like the 4 hours or the daily. It does come with a Word document that gives you some suggestions at how you can reset it if you want to be in the trade for 3 days or a week or 2 weeks, whatever. Now we can look at the trades I done today. So on these trades, they were all buys except for this one, dollar CAD, which was a sell. Start with the pound dollar. Let's see where I got in at. Did qualify for a great way to trade, as I teach within the training videos. Now keep in mind that the training videos are in the MACD trading system. Only thing I pulled out was the MACD, and I added in the super signal indicator here. So once we establish the fact we want to buy, we just wait for pullbacks, an arrow. There's one here, here, and here. So anyhow, this is where I took the trade. Should have waited for a bit of a pullback, but that didn't bother me. This should be 10 pips because it pays $10 a pip. And there it is right there, 10 pips. And like I said, times the 10 lots, $10. A pip paid out $1,000. And as you can clearly see, it does Forex, works great on futures, gold, oil. Matter of fact, you can trade anything that your broker offers you with, and once you get it into the market watch, and then you get it within the expert advisor, and this super signal right here, that's what I would label as the missing pieces of the puzzle to trade successfully. You have the system with the training videos, you have the easy trader with the super scalper, and you have a daily trade plan. Remember, it's very important. You have to have all these things to succeed at trading. And it does take time to learn. Now, you're not going to take every trade, as you're going to get a lot of trades. Look at how many that popped up over a few hours. Many trades. It's either telling you to buy or a sell alert. Time, the time frame you're on, the instrument, whether you're buying or selling. Love this, like I said, the super signal indicator. Now we can move on to the next trade. Dollar CAD, the only one I sold. Qualified for a great way to trade. Wait for the pullback. Rate had an arrow. It drew my attention to it. I should have closed that over here, but it's hard to watch 10 or more trades at a time. Plus, there's always distractions around the house. Let's see, I closed it out just being happy with, looks like 14 pips times the money times the lot size, paid out $1,079. Moving on to the next trade, which was the 30-year bonds. Let's see, this one I bought. Let's see where I got in at. Bought it here. What time was it? Around 6:30. Went up, pulled back, started to go up again. That's when I closed out the trade. Now I took the money, divided it by 5 for $5, and the number was 22 ticks. And there it is right there. 22 ticks times $10 times 10 lots, paid out $1,100. Moving on to the next trade, which is the pound yen. Here we go. Bought it. There's the arrow directly from both the daily trade plans. Let's see where I got in at. It was going sideways, but I was 95% sure I was going to get something, and it could have easily broke the top, but gave me a lot of pips. And that is one of the main reasons I do more than one trade at a time, because even I don't know which one is going to give me more pips. So I took the trade here, did a bit of a pullback, didn't bother me too much, and I closed it out, it looks like, with 21. So those 21 pips ended up paying out $1,473. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is the Dow Jones. Now this one pays $5, and this one I exercised a little bit more patience, waited for the pullback, then I got in. So there was a buy signal here and a buy signal here, and this was your setup candle. Setup candle, this is the one you can pull the trigger on. I jumped the gun a little bit, but I knew with 95% certainty it was going to go. And some of these trades went, kept going a fair amount more. Probably I could have made about 40% more if I would have hung around a little bit longer. Now I took the money, divided it by, it's $5 for each one. And the number that the calculator said was 135. And there it is right there, 135 ticks times times 10 lots paid out $6,750. Okay, let's move on to the DAX 30. Now, this one out of everything, it pays usually the most. And if I would have let this one run more, it would have paid the most. But all I do is look at the total, and if I know that I got 200 or more pips and ticks, I just close out and I'm done trading for the day. And I know that this will be more than actually 600. A lot more, because mainly of this DAX 30. So let's check out this DAX 30. Wanted to be buying it from there to there. Can you imagine that? I could have got 3 times more, which would have been around 21,000. As you can clearly see, it does pay a lot more. Anyhow, I was happy when I closed everything out, and I had to do some errands, so I had to, I didn't want to leave the house with trades running, so I closed out the trades. Let's see where I did close out. Basically, well, some of these were a little bit later, but anyhow, I had to step away from the computer. I was super happy, with the total. Fantastic way to start the week. And I used a calculator, and I took the money divided by $3.75, as that's what it pays for each tick. The calculator said it's 190. Just to let you know, up to there. And Mike, if you ever want to double your account in one trade, when it hits that number right there, 1334, if you do maximum lots that your account will handle, let's say you have a $5,000 account, you do one standard lot, which is what I do, that $5,000 account will go to $10,000 right at that point. So, just some good tip for you. If you ever have a desire to double your account in one trade, and you have to do the maximum lots that your account will allow. Now, there's no way I'm going to get this right on, unless I dropped it down to the 5 minutes. But anyhow, it shows 188, but the number is 190. So it's 190 ticks times $3.75 times 10 lots paid out $7,125. Excellent trade. Russell pays $10. So just looking at the total here, I don't need a calculator. Should be 74. 74 ticks. So let's see. This was your setup candle. I saw it. I didn't have to hang around for the arrow. I pulled the trigger. Don't you just like to trade like that? Went up. Opening bell here. If I stayed in a little bit longer, I would have got about that's 160. But I ended up with 74, being happy. There it is right there. Remove the last digit. So it's 74 ticks times $10 times 10 lots paid out $7,400. Moving on to the next trade, which is the S&P 500. This one pays $5 for each tick. Drag and drop this up. Waited for the pullback. Again, this is your setup candle. And that's where you would pull the trigger, right where the arrow is. Don't you just love this super, super signal indicator. Works fantastic. So, here we go. I took the calculator, took the money divided by $5, and could have made a lot more, but calculator says it's 152 ticks. 150, it's going to be very hard to get it on. That's 151.8, so, but it's 152 ticks times $5 times 10 lots paid out $7,625. Moving on to the next trade, NASDAQ. Love trading the NASDAQ. Pays $20 for each tick. Same thing, I waited for the pullback. By the way, if you want to learn how to trade this way and get high success rate, I teach all of these things within the training videos, that's within the MACD trading system. Pullback, setup candle on this one right here. I jumped the gun even quicker because I was 95% sure. And when you're 95% sure, you take the trade. So risking about around 30, 32 pips, something like that, ticks. Could have made a lot more, 110 or so. I was happy with 50, and that's exactly right, 50. Because if you remove the last two digits, 50 times 20 times 10 lots, paid out $10,080. Moving on to the last trade. I don't trade silver all that often as it doesn't move a lot, but today it looked too good not to trade it. And I'm glad I did, because look at it go. And it does pay $50 for each tick. Got in here and look at that. I could have made at least double. Could have made over 32,000. Anyhow, can't cry over what you did not get. As later tonight, Asian, tomorrow, London, and then the New York, there's going to be a lot of trading opportunities. I took the money, divided it by 50, and the calculator says 32. So it should be 32. There it is right there. So 32 times 50 times 10 lots paid out $16,000. So another great day of trading using my Easy Trader system along with my daily trade plan. Trading is easy and a lot of fun after many years of struggling. And remember, if you don't get enough education, you will fail. Remember, get every education every 2 months, no later than 3 months, or else you're just going to be dead in the water until you get more education. I have all kinds of specials running, and I'll talk about one of them. And as soon as I'm done doing this, I said it was going to be well over 600, and it is. I added up all the pips and the ticks, and I ended up with 700 ticks. And those 700 ticks paid $59,632. So if your system is not producing fantastic results, well, I recommend you get your hands on Easy Trader along with the daily trade plan. So if you're interested in picking up anything at all, you can look right below this video and you will see this write-up. Now all the training videos are within the MACD Trader system. There's a lot of educational material here, as I threw in a lot of books, and there's over 3 gigabytes of training, exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. And you can put this video on pause and read all the different ways to trade the markets. That's why I made 22 training videos about 30 minutes long each. And of course, I highly recommend you getting the Daily Trade Plan Expert Advisor. Now, each one of these is $250. So if you buy this one and you buy this one, which is a total of $500, I have a very short, limited time offer, whereas I will throw in the Easy Trader system with the Super Signal Indicator for totally free. And this is it right here. You buy 2 and I give you the other one for free. Easy Trader system with the Super Signal Indicator. As I mentioned, individually, $250. And these 2 right here don't have a lot of training videos. That's why you need the MACD. That's where all the training videos are. Anyhow, there's 3 videos in here, 3 videos in here, going over This one will be the super signal indicator, and this one will be going over the expert advisor for the daily trade plan. So it's quite simple and easy. After you read all of this, you can just pick up the phone and call me. Right here's my number. Now, if you live too far, well, just send me an email. Here's my email address. So right here is my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, if you live too far, or never mind that, I really do prefer, because it doesn't really make any difference where you live in the world, we can always talk live through Skype right here. Just got to click on this link, and we will have a Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks and how to trade them, talk about the system, trading the markets, and keep in mind I do all of that with no obligation to you. So it's time to wrap up this video. And by the way, payment if you want to buy one, you want to buy both. This is outside of Canada. If you're in Canada, you can do an e-transfer using my email address. So anyhow, any questions, all you got to do, just get in contact with me. And if not, well, definitely time to wrap up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, providing no distractions, should be tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.